Hello everyone. Up until this point, all of the models that we've been using are models that we've gotten from the Ollama interface. However, what if we wanted to use something like ChatGPT, like the GPT 3.5 model or the GPT 4.0 model? Well, there are ways in which we can access those models through the OpenWebUI interface, and by the end of this video, you'll learn about how you can set that up. So let's go ahead and get started. So here I'm on my OpenWebUI interface. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my admin panel. Here within my settings, I can see here that if I go to connections, there is this OpenAI API. The OpenAI API requires something known as an API key. So if you haven't set up an OpenAI account already, that's something that I would recommend doing for this tutorial first. Once you have an OpenAI account, what you would do is you can type in OpenAI API onto Google, and then you get to this link here. Obviously, the first time it might ask you to sign in. After you sign in, you will be provided with this interface. Now here, you can see that I have access to things like Playground, where I could play around with the different models that they have available. I can go to my dashboard, see all of the different developer platform documents here. I also have API reference. So here, there's a lot of information on different things like authentication, making requests, streaming, all of that stuff. What I'm going to do is, I'm first going to go over to my profile. And then here I have something known as user API keys. I'm going to create a new secret key. Now, I don't even need to provide a name for this. I'm just going to create this key, and I'm going to copy this key. So now that this key has been created, what I'm going to do is go back to the OpenWebUI interface and paste this API key. I can hit this to verify that it's actually being connected to OpenAI. And now if I go to my new chat, if I go to select a model, you'll see here that two new models are going to pop up. The GPT 3.5 Turbo and the GPT 4 Turbo. So say that I wanted to use ChatGPT 4. Now I can just use it just like how I would usually use it on the ChatGPT interface. So for example, write me some code to inverse a linked list. And here we can see that we get this response that comes in from GPT-4 Turbo. So this is how you can basically use the OpenAI API to call all of these ChatGPT models. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.